Hey everybody, so I am here with a makeup collection slash declutter video. I know, these are so popular on YouTube right now, like everybody just loves them. Like everybody has been doing them, and I have wanted to do a makeup collection video forever, and I thought this is like the perfect time. So we are going to go through my whole makeup collection and kind of declutter it, and I'm going to go very kind of like in depth with my collection rather than just be like, look at this drawer of beautiful makeup and let's move on to the next one. I'm actually going to go through and I'm going to swatch stuff. I'm going to show you guys what I own and kind of just go through my makeup too, because this is like the perfect time to just declutter. I'm the type of person that is always decluttering things. Like I'm always getting rid of things, moving new things in. I'm always in the process of that, like with my home, with my clothes, with my makeup. I'm always kind of doing that, but I haven't honestly really dug into my makeup to see what I use and what I don't use and just really get rid of the things that I don't use. So I'm really excited to go through this, and I've been kind of actually waiting. I've been wanting to do it for a couple months now, and finally I'm like, you know what, let's film this and it'll motivate me to actually get rid of the things that I don't need in my makeup collection. Now, before we go into the collection, I just want to say that yes, I am a YouTuber and I have a lot of makeup. I have way more than the average person should of a lot of makeup, but I am not one of those crazy YouTubers that has like drawers and drawers and drawers and you're like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of makeup. Honestly, some people might look at this video and be like, wow, she doesn't have a lot of makeup, and some people might look at this video and be like, holy crap girl, you have way too much makeup. So I'm kind of like, I don't have that much. Like some people think I might have like a ton, but I do not have that much, and some people might think that this is like way overboard. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you've seen and what you've experienced, but for me, I feel like I have a lot, and I'm not the type of person to be like, I'm a collector of makeup, but I like to use things. I like to use my products. So that's why I wanted to do this video. So today we are going to start with just bronzers and highlighters, and then we'll go through and you'll see different videos pop up here and there of like my blushes and my lipsticks and face products and things like that. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is an overview of, I have bronzers, I have highlights, and then I have blushes in here. So these are all my bronzers right here. I have some palettes on the side as well. Then all my highlighters are back in these two, and then I have my blushes here. We're going to do the blushes in a separate video. Today we're just going to do bronzers and the highlights in the back, so let's get started. Okay, so just if you're wondering, I am using the Alex 9 drawer to store all of my makeup in, and I'm actually in here, I have different containers in each drawer to store my makeup, but in this particular drawer I do have these like fabric containers. I find them really nicely to store this, like the bronzers and the blushes and things like that. So that is where I stored this, and I love these. I get them from TJ Maxx. I have like tons of different patterns and colors and things like that. So these are my bronzers right here. I don't have that many, so let's get started. Okay, the first one I have is the Milani Baked Bronzer, and this is in the color Soleil, and I really love this one in the summertime. It's a really pretty shimmery bronzer. It's a little bit warm and it has a lot of like golden tones in it. Let's swatch it real quick. So that's what it kind of looks like. If you can see here, I'll back up a little bit. Okay, so that's what it looks like. It's just a really pretty shimmery golden bronzer. I actually like using this in the summertime, like I said, a lot. So I'm definitely gonna keep this one. It's a good bronzer, and yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. The next one I have is the Bobbi Brown bronzer, and this is actually in the shade medium, and I really love this one. It's actually gonna be in my favorites this next video here. I love this. It's a really pretty kind of cooler tone bronzer. It has a little bit of like red tone, so it's really good for contouring, and it's also good to just bronze up the face. So that right there is the Bobbi Brown in medium. Really good tone, and it's super blendable and creamy. I love this bronzer, so I'm definitely obviously keeping that one. The next one I have is, this is the Sonia Kashuk. This is the cream bronzer in warm tan, and I love this. Again, I use this a lot in the spring and summer. It's just a really good cream bronzer. I love it. It's really dark and deep though, as you can see. Really warm, really blendable, really creamy. I'm definitely keeping this one. This is actually my only cream bronzer, so I'm definitely keeping it. Okay, the next bronzer I have is actually from Tarte. This is such an old bronzer. It's actually in the color Hotel Heiress, which is now no longer available. It's a really, really, really deep color. Deeper than I should probably have. Look how deep that is. I mean, it's really pigmented too. So that's a swatch of it right there. This is probably too deep for my skin tone, but I really love the color. And honestly, I love using it as a light blush, just very, very lightly as a blush in the springtime. So I don't know. This one's a maybe. It's really dark. It's like really dark. I don't know if I need this, but I really do like the color. Like I said, it's Hotel Heiress. It's like discontinued. They don't make it anymore, but I really love it. So we'll put that one to the side and we'll think about it. All right, the next one is my NARS Laguna. This is like my favorite one. This is my one I use pretty much every single day. It's just a really good basic bronzer, honestly. You can't go wrong with this one. So there it is right there. It's like right in the middle of all these. Like I feel like it's just the perfect tone for a bronzer. So obviously I'm keeping that one. It's just like a staple. Okay, the next thing I have is an e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzer. This is like one of my first like bronzers that I've ever used. And honestly, I don't ever reach for it. This is so dark. Like, that's really dark. Let's compare it to the other ones. It's really dark. It's almost as dark as that Hotel Heiress. It's just really dark. So, I don't know. I think I'm gonna get rid of this. I honestly don't ever use it. I don't ever grab for it. It does have a really pretty blush, but I never even grab for the blush. There's the blush if you're wondering. I don't know. I think I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't ever use it. I also have this Park Avenue Princess like little, I don't know what you call this, little palette here. It has the Park Avenue Princess bronzer and then a blush and a highlight, and I am gonna keep this. I really love it, and it's just really good quality and it's cute. So I'm definitely gonna keep that. I use that bronzer a lot. Okay, so I am gonna keep this one. I just think it's way too dark for me, but I like using it as a blush. So I actually might kind of move this back and keep it as a blush. So I'm just getting rid of one thing, oh well, but I don't have that many bronzers, so we're gonna keep those bronzers. All right, so these two containers back here hold my highlighters. I have like a lot of powder. I have one powder over here and then some liquid highlighters in here. So let's go through them. This one is from ColourPop. This one's in Lunch Money. It's super pretty. I'm definitely not gonna get rid of this one, but it's just a really pretty champagne color. Love it. So I'm obviously going to keep that one. I use this one a lot. This one's just like a basic for me. The next one I have is a MAC mineralized skin finish, and this one's in Soft and Gentle, and I love this color. It's really pretty. It's just like a basic highlighter as well. It's kind of got like some beiginess to it, so it's very wearable and it's not too like crazy highlight. So yeah, I'm definitely keeping this one. I use this one a lot. I actually used it today for my makeup, but yeah, I use this one a ton. I have the Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop. I'm obviously not getting rid of this one. It's just a really pretty peachy gold color. Love that. Oh, look at that. It's so pretty. These are like the best highlighters ever. Pretty much the best I've ever used. So definitely keeping that. And then I also have a Becca highlighter in Opal, and it's just a really, really pretty shimmery color. This one has a bit more goldy beige to it. Just really pretty. Love them. So I'm keeping the Becca ones. All right, the next one I have is Mary Lou Manizer. I'm not getting rid of her either, and look at her. She's like destroyed. Half of it got like crumbled, and then like I used a ton of it. I don't know. It's a sad little lady. But it's a really pretty, again, champagne highlight. It looks a lot like my other ones. It actually looks a lot like Lunch Money, but yeah. I have pretty much similar highlighters, but yeah, I love Mary Lou Manizer. And I didn't get rid of any of my powder highlights, but I really love all these, so I use them all the time. I do have one more highlight. This is the Wet n Wild. I think it's technically a bronzer, but it's definitely not a bronzer. It's in the shade, what are you? Reserve Your Cabana. And it looks like this, and the cap is completely like just fell off. But it's a really pretty highlight, and it's a good drugstore one. I keep this one around because it's a good drugstore one. It's very subtle. It's not like so in your face, and I forget to use this one. I like never use this one, but I need to. It's so good. How am I not using this? That's so pretty. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this one because I need to use it. I need to pull it out. All right, I also have the Revlon Photo Ready Skin Lights. This is in Natural or Bare Light. It's a really pretty liquid highlighter. I never use this. I never ever reach for it. Maybe I should get rid of this one. It's really pretty though. Like, I love mixing these liquid highlighters with foundation. It's really pretty. I don't know. I might get rid of that one because I don't ever reach for it, but it is really pretty. I don't know. We'll put this one aside and think about it. Okay, the next one I have is the Josie Maran Argan Luminizer. I love mixing this with foundations. This is like the best liquid luminizer. I'll swatch it right here real quick. Another one that I never really use though. I never pull out my liquid luminizers. I mean, look at that. Whoa, that one's way better than the Revlon one. Whoa. I mean, you just need a little of that. That's like crazy highlight. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep that one over the Revlon one because I'll use this more, but whew, know that highlight. Then I do have a little guy of the Benefits What's Up. I've used this so much actually. I really do like this. It's just like a stick highlighter. It's just really creamy and I like this one, so I'm not gonna get rid of it. It's just a travel size. It's actually really nice for traveling to just throw in my bag and go, so I am gonna keep this one. Okay, so that was very unsuccessful. I basically got rid of 2 products, but I don't have many of those 2 things. I don't have many luminizers or bronzers, so it's okay. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this first installment of my decluttering series or my makeup collection series, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!